Let's bring in CBS News national security contributor Samantha Vinograd for some more analysis. So, Sam, what I am really curious about is the president suggesting that at one point they had a list of potential successors to Ayatollah Khamenei, but that those potential successors were apparently killed in the attack that killed Khamenei himself. I have seen reports that they are close to choosing a new supreme leader, including the son of Khamenei. What are you hearing about that? Who could potentially take over? And what would that mean in terms of something you and I talked about on Monday, which is so you get rid of Khamenei, but are you really getting rid of the regime if there is somebody who is absolutely no different in the way that they think about how they should govern that country?
There are definitely questions about whether what comes next is going to be worse or better than what was in terms of the security of the world, the security of the United States, and the security of Israel. But I think it's important to zoom out before we zoom in. There is an outstanding question as to whether President Trump will be satisfied with leaving regime remnants in place. And I say that because I don't think we should take it necessarily as a given that the current system of government in Iran, which is known as guardianship of the jurist, in which you have a supreme leader who is really in power until a religious figure, an imam, returns to earth, that is currently what was in play politically within Iran, religiously within Iran right now. It's an outstanding question whether that system of governance remains in place. If it does, we certainly have to think about who would take over as supreme leader. There are names being floated, but Vlad, we just don't know who is still alive and who's been killed. And the final question is whomever is announced as the next supreme leader through either Iran's current constitutional process or some other process that may unfold, it is entirely unclear whether that individual will be able to command control over the system of government in Iran, over the IRGC, which reports directly to the supreme leader, and over the people of Iran. Or we're going to have a situation where there's a leader in name only, and that poses another host of security risks.
There are so many complexities, Sam, but I want to bring it home for a minute here for our viewers in the U.S. Iran has been retaliating and has cast a wide net in terms of where its missiles are reaching. But what are the risks potentially here at home? And what are you hearing from officials in our government about the steps that they're taking to try to keep Americans safe?
I think there are really three main risks here. The first is Iranian influence operations to try to shift perception and sow discord here in the United States over the military operations. The second is physical attacks by surrogate networks or proxies that it's planted, recruited, or just people it's paid here to engage in violence, whether that's against government officials, dissidents, or people that in some way associates with the conflict. And then finally, cyber, Adriana. The Iranian regime has highly sophisticated cyber capabilities that have been used already to target U.S. critical infrastructure, whether that's financial services, utilities, government networks, or more. So every viewer needs to be on guard, both in terms of what they're digesting content-wise, how they're using things in cyberspace, and just physical security overall. It's a moment for heightened vigilance across these areas of operation.
Think before you click.
That's right. All right, Sam Vinograd for us in Washington. Sam, as always, we appreciate you.